Hello everyone, Squeakerwood HCG, Harley HCG girl, Peggy, whatever whatever you want to call me. I just have so many names that my husband was telling me earlier that he was trying to find me on here, and he looked up Squeakerwood HCG and he couldn't find it there, and he looked under everything and he couldn't find it, so finally he Googled it to find it. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, I just wanted to come on for a little bit. It's 11:30 here on Saturday night. Um, I've had a really good day. I slept late, and then I took my mother-in-law to go shopping. We just kind of went around town and did some things, and that was nice. For lunch, I had a extra lean hamburger patty, bison. I can't remember which one I had, but anyway, RockinHCG the other day did her little taste test of the Bubby's sauerkraut, which was I thought it was really funny. I guess if you've never had sauerkraut, it probably is not very good. I don't know, but I just love sour things. I'm not crazy about sauerkraut in a can because it's real mushy. So after I saw her vlog, I bought some, and it's really crispy. If you like sauerkraut, sorry, Miss Rockin' HCG, and that you didn't like it, but oh my goodness, it is so good. So I put a little bit of salt and pepper, heated it up, and had it with my hamburger patty, and it was really good. And you know, I don't really know how much you're supposed to have, so I just weighed out 100 grams. I hope it's not too much because I think a quarter of a cup is 5 calories. So it was really good. And the other day I tried the shredded cabbage with the lemon and the cilantro that someone mentioned, and it was pretty good. But I think next time I'm going to try it with vinegar. I have to tell you that I got some new vinegar. I really like apple cider vinegar, and I've been trying to take a couple of tablespoons a day. I hear that it's good to help burn fat, and it's good for your skin. It's got amino acids. It's got all sorts of things in it. So I thought I went to Natural Grocer yesterday with my husband, and I don't know if any of you ever heard of this, but it's by Coconut Secret, and it's called raw coconut vinegar, and it says more nutritious than apple cider vinegar. Who knows? But anyway, this is it. I'm back up. Here you go. Um, It is pretty tart, but oh my goodness, it is really good. So I thought next time what I would do is I would take my shredded cabbage and put a couple tablespoons on it, salt and pepper, let it maybe sit overnight. Because I do like to do that with cut up cucumbers, and I put a little bit of garlic, not much, but I try to stay really, I try really hard to stay on protocol and not get off of it, because I mean, if I'm going to do this, I really want to do the right thing. You know, it's just kind of discouraging whenever you do um, work really hard to stay on protocol, don't get off, and you're drinking 3 liters of water. Everybody, my mother-in-law, whenever I went to pick her up today, as soon as she opened the door, she was ready. And she said, "Honey, do you need to go to the bathroom first?" It's like, well, I guess so. So I used the restroom. We went to Starbucks to get some coffee and walked in the door, and I said, "Oh, I've got to go to the restroom." So, you know, I don't know if you all feel that way, but whenever you stay on protocol and you drink all the water, I mean, if I could drink a gallon, I would, but if I did, I'd probably float away because I have to go to the bathroom everywhere I stop. And I did not know. Some of you are going to go, "Oh, I did not know that asparagus makes your urine smell like a cat box." But anyway, it's really good though, but it smells like cat urine. Anyway, so I don't know if I haven't done the chocolate delight, which sounds awesome because I love coconut. I love it. And then the lemon truffles, I think, or whatever they were, that sounds delicious too. But I'm trying to just stay on protocol. Maybe the next round that I do, I'll try some of those. I even thought about trying it whenever I go into phase 3, but I still have I'm not even halfway there, but I think I've decided that I think it's probably easier to stay on protocol because you know what to do. Then whenever you go on phase 3, probably, this is just in my mind, I'm thinking that it's probably harder to keep the weight off and maintain and doing stabilize and all that, but I know it's coming. So as Robin says in the apocalypse, weight loss apocalypse, just you have to prepare yourself for all those things. But anyway, and some of you guys may know what it means. Whenever it talks about in the books, you can have all the tea or all the coffee that you'd like. The only thing about the tea is it says you can't have fruit and it can't be vegetable tea. I'm thinking, well, if it's hibiscus, if it's rose, are flowers a fruit? I don't know. So I got this absolutely wonderful tea. If you are craving dessert or anything like that, it is just beautiful. It does have rose beet root. No, I messed up. Beetroot. I can't remember now. I'm looking. Beetroot bits. I looked up beetroot bits, and that is a vegetable. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that I'm not sabotaging myself by having this tea. I drank a cup of it last night. I only put it in 8 ounces, steep it, put a little bit of milk, a little bit of stevia in it. Oh my goodness. It's made by the Republic of Tea, and it is called Red Velvet Chocolate. Oh my goodness. If you haven't tried it, it's wonderful. I looked online for it last night, and they also have something like it's called coconut almond macaroon, and I got a peppermint chocolate one, and I thought, whenever you kind of get hungry a little bit, you want a little bit of dessert, that might be really good. The other thing I've been reading, I've been reading a lot of different books, but I've been looking at this one. And it has a thing, and I looked online, and it's a website called HCG Perfect Portions. And they have got some like tomato paste that's chili tomato or something. They have an Italian tomato, but it's 2 servings of vegetables, and you can just half it. And if you want to make chili with it, if you want to make meat and whatever, sound really good to me. So anyway, my daughter called me today. I don't know if any of you've noticed whenever you make comments, but her name is Lauren Schumacher, and she's made a couple of comments on my vlogs. And she listened to the vlog yesterday, and she sent me a text earlier today, and she said it made her cry. And that's sweet. And my kids have been a really inspiration to me, and I'm thankful for that because like I've told you all, I've gone through a lot, and I have so much that I want to share with you. And one thing I'll hurry, but one thing that my husband was asking me tonight, because he watched my vlog from yesterday. He's caught up on everything, so, and he's a wonderful man. Anyway, he was asking me about whenever my mother kicked me out of the car, and why my dad would have not come to help me, and I wanted to share with you a little bit. My dad and my stepmother were married for about 30 years, and she died when she was 54, which that's just been a couple of years ago. And when I was growing up, because I don't know, for you that don't understand what it is to have a drug addicted mother. Now, I have to say today, I love my mother with all my heart. She's saved. We do prison ministry, so it's an awesome thing. But whenever you have drug addicted parents, my dad was also an alcoholic, and my stepmother was an alcoholic, and so you live with several people. So I lived with my grandmother, I lived with my mother, I lived with my dad, and so during that, right prior to me living with my mother, when she put me out of the car, I lived with them, and I missed the bus one day. My stepmother was always really, really mean, and she would like jump on the bed and wake me up in the middle of the night, because you know, whenever you're with an alcoholic or drug addict person, whenever they cook supper, they may cook at, say, you know, 8 o'clock, but you may not eat till 2 o'clock in the morning. So she would come jump on the bed and pull my hair, rip me in the kitchen, throw me in the chair, throw all the food at you, tell you how much she hated you, how fat, how ugly, all of those things. And so just prior to me going back with my mother, I missed the school bus, and my stepmother wouldn't come get me at school. So I called her, and she said, too bad for you. You find out how you can get home. So I had to ride the school bus with a friend of mine, and I called her when I got to her house, and my stepmother told me it was too bad. So I called my mother. My mother came and picked me up, took me back to the trailer where my dad and my stepmother lived, and everything that I owned was in the yard. I called my mother called my dad. My dad said, sorry, can't do nothing. So my stepmother said that my brother could stay with her, but I couldn't. And so that's whenever we moved. So whenever I told you about getting in the car and being thrown out of the vehicle, whenever I called my dad and he said he couldn't help me, that was the reason, was because my stepmother wouldn't allow me to come back. So I was just thinking about, you know, several people have mentioned that that they don't have anything with that in common, and you wish that you knew why you had problems with weight or whatever. And I'm not saying that my childhood, and I have so many other things to tell you, and I'll get to it. It's crazy, but I'm not saying that that's the excuse for me being overweight. I think I tried to control, the only thing I could control in my life was food. But I think sometimes, and I've been there, I've been in relationships that um, were doomed, and I tried to control that with eating and binging, purging, and all of those things. But I think in the end, we all try to figure out what exactly has gone wrong, but sometimes maybe something hasn't gone wrong. Maybe we just enjoy food. Maybe it's just a comfort. Maybe it's for loneliness, or um, depression, or whatever it is. Maybe it's happiness that, you know, if it's a birthday, we eat. But this has been an awesome experience for me to share and to get feedback, and I just want to be an inspiration to people, because I've had such a interesting time. Anyway, don't want to take up any more time. Each time I get about a minute longer, and I'll cut that back. But anyway, I hope you all have a great night. For those who are still up, I'll still be up in a couple hours, probably, because this will still be uploading at 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, I love you guys, and have a good night. Bye.